Hello everyone, my name is Connor Wilden and I'm an attorney with Orton Kavanaugh Holmes & Hunt, LLC. We are a boutique law firm in downtown Denver specializing in community association law. To those of you who have tuned in before, welcome back. To those of you stopping by for the first time, welcome. Before I get into the nitty-gritty of the video, I would just like to state that what you are about to hear is not legal advice. This video contains educational and informative purposes. It's not supposed to provide counsel. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your community association attorney. We are here to help and want to make sure your community feels like home. As this world of ours continues trudging along in its weird and unprecedented path, homeowners associations still have obligations to fulfill, and boards of directors still have communities to run. As many of those tuning in may be aware, one of those obligations is to hold various meetings. It may be an annual meeting, a special meeting. Regardless of the purpose, the requirements still must be met. Unfortunately, the gathering of large groups goes directly against the current recommendations from the CDC and the Colorado Department of Health and the Environment. Associations have the conflicting obligations to ensure the safety of its residents while at the same time performing its corporate duties. Notably, many public spaces, such as fire stations and municipal buildings, which are normally used for such meetings, are shut until further notice. So how can an association meet its corporate duties while still ensuring the safety of its residents? We've come up with 4 solutions to ensure safety while still doing what's required. First, we recommend holding meetings via Zoom or some other sort of web conference. By now, we're all too familiar with programs like Zoom, Skype, GoToMeeting, FaceTime, Facebook Chat, or any other online video conference tool that you choose to use. They are widely available and, for the most part, pretty easy to use. They also have pretty great functions such as screen sharing, file sharing, chat, which may make holding a meeting much easier. And while there may be many benefits for holding meetings via the web, there are potential pitfalls. It may be difficult to obtain quorum. You may not be able to go around and count everyone who is attending the meeting via Zoom. If there are important votes that must be taken in person, taking those votes via Zoom may not meet the legal requirement. So if you have more important things to do at the meeting, Zoom or the other web conference may not be the right method. The second thing we recommend is, if possible, to hold the meeting outside. Fortunately, we live in one of the most beautiful and outdoor-friendly states in the country. As such, it may be possible to hold your required meeting in the great, vast outdoors. Wide open spaces lend to social distancing, and if your association is able to figure out the logistics, it may be the perfect solution. However, it may not be the appropriate solution for all situations. If your association has hundreds, if not thousands of units, there may not be a field large enough or a voice loud enough to effectively run the meeting. As such, you may have to find another option. For example, our third potential solution is to provide protective measures. If your association is unable to meet its obligations via Zoom, or if it's too large to hold a meeting outside, or if it's raining that day, you may have to hold the meeting inside. And if that is the case, your association should take as many precautions as possible. Make sure that the capacity is not exceeded. It may be reduced, so that's something to look at before scheduling the meeting. Once again, masks and hand sanitizers are readily available, so they should be provided to homeowners at meetings if they have to be inside and in confined spaces. Your governing documents may already require it, but we recommend that your association take attendance at the meetings. That way, if someone winds up unfortunately testing positive, you are able to contact trace and let everyone who attended the meeting know that there was a positive case there and that preventative measures should be taken. Lastly, our fourth potential solution is to run your association by mail. Although it may take significantly longer, the majority of association actions can be done via regular U.S. mail. Most associations permit many, if not all, board actions to be taken by mail. In fact, the Nonprofit Act permits action to be taken by mail unless specifically stated otherwise in the governing document. Coupled with the modern web conferencing technologies discussed earlier, U.S. mail is an excellent, albeit potentially slow, way to meet your association's duties. Of course, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of unique and different common interest communities in the state, and each one has its own set of rules and governing documents. What we talked about in this video may not be applicable to your association. So if you do have questions, please reach out. We are here to help, and we want to make sure that your community feels like home. Thanks for stopping in. Again, my name is Connor Wilden. Have a great day.